Hello, everyone. It is Pat with our Oracle card reading messages and energies for this upcoming week, the first full week of May. Today is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you. I'm coming to you from a slightly different location, the comfort of my couch. I actually had already videotaped a reading for today, but for whatever reason, technology issues, the Screencast-O-Matic didn't upload it to YouTube, and I had told it to do so, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. So anyways, but I know some of you start looking on Facebook and other places for the readings, so I wanted to make sure I got something up for you. All right, so this week, I had gotten Archangel cards. We actually got 3 of them that came out. So, and it started with this one with Raguel with the message of divine order. And the Archangel cards that I pick are about who's overseeing us for the week and what messages are they heralding, and what would they like us to know? What can we call upon them for? So what this card is about, I get the sense of the feeling that there may be some unexpected events coming up this week, okay? Either for you personally or in the world at large. Because when the divine order comes up, it's that, pieces of the puzzle are coming into play, or if there's a drama or something that's going on. Raguel says, look past the illusion and see the underlying order. He's reminding us that there is an underlying order, a divine order. And what's interesting is earlier, before picking out the Archangel cards, I was shuffling the Archangel Michael deck, and this one came out at me. God is in charge. Okay, so it's a little bit of it's a message of, the feeling I get from it is that it's like when unexpected things come up that are out of your control. Okay, now it can be both, it can be something positive, or it could be something that, is a difficulty for you, like, maybe a medical emergency that comes up, and, there's nothing that you can do. It's beyond your control. You have to surrender and turn it over. This is a card of surrender too. It's about surrendering to the divine order that is taking place, because God is in charge, taking care of the details, okay? And it's a little bit different from last week's message, which was very much about, taking your power back, which was about not letting outside circumstances upset you, or blaming things on other people or situations or organizations. It was about stand in your power. What can you do about it? What can you personally do to change your circumstances, instead of having your emotional energy tied up in something? But this week the message is slightly different. It's no divine orders at hand. Okay, so the other message that came out was from Zadkiel with this message of clear audience. So there's going to be messages coming to you from things that you hear people say, maybe something you hear in the media. It's about paying attention to what people are talking about, what people are saying to you, and how they're saying it. So sometimes as you listen, you can hear the real truth behind what's the underlying truth of what's going on behind what they're saying. Okay? You can hear what's really being said. And so anyways, it's about that paying attention, and really listening a lot more. Okay, it's part of what it's heralding for you. Listening with Zadkiel, it's about listening compassionately. Okay, the other card that came out was Ariel with this message of courage. Okay, she's the kind of like the more feminine form of Archangel Michael, and you've got the lioness in the background, because she is the lioness of God, and she embodies courage and fierceness, but yet also kinder, gentler qualities as well. So but she's letting us know that we're going to have some courage to either because we're stepping into new things, maybe the unexpected things that are coming up for you are like, whoa, maybe they're really good, and it's just a whole new area of life for you, and you're going to have courage. Going to need to have courage to step into that. Or conversely, if it's something that is, um, maybe not as nice, if you've had a medical emergency or um, something, you find out you have some medical condition that you is totally unexpected and blew you away, it's going to take courage to face that. So, anyways, that's part of what heralds, who's overseeing us this week. So let's see what the other cards had to say. This week I chose to work with the Saints and Angels Oracle card deck to see what their messages were for us this week. That's the deck I was called to. So the beginning of the week we got this card Believe, and about believing in yourself. And if you look closely at it, there's all these lovely musical notes in it. So it's about believing in yourself and your abilities. And it might be, you might feel like you're stepping forward into new areas, but it's a lot about belief and faith and trust. Remember, the overseeing cards had to do with God is in charge, divine order. So it's about faith and belief in that everything works out for the best, for the highest good. It's about believing in yourself and your abilities. So there's a lot of that, coming up at the beginning of the week. And you might even be questioning your own, what do I believe? Okay. So, but for the most part, this card has to do with the willingness to believe in your own abilities, that you have what it takes to succeed or be successful. Okay. And that is what's coming in here. All right. And continuing with that musical theme is middle of the week we get this play music. So what I sense about this is that there may be some concerts that you're either going to or that you are a part of. Maybe you're a part of a chorus or a church choir or something like that. So, or, there's elements to it where, you're maybe just playing music as you're going around the house, but it's about connecting with music middle of the week, using it to uplift your spirit, or it's a big part of what's going on for you middle of the week. I think it's interesting that these musical themes came out with believe in yourself and your abilities, and middle of the week, you're playing music. And then towards the end of the week, pardon me, it's late and the yawns are coming over me. So at the end of the week, we have Saint Teresa of Lisieux, who is, the card message is about progress. And she embraced the little way. So as we come into next weekend, it's about celebrating the progress that you've made. May is a time for graduations. So, maybe that you're reflecting back on that and saying, look how far I've come. And that's what this card is about. And it's about not getting caught up in perfectionism either, but I feel like it's a real, kind of a looking back at, okay, I've come a lot further than I think I have. It's about celebrating your accomplishments, okay? So, and interestingly enough, as I was pulling these out again, this one flipped out of the deck, higher education. And it's that time where we're celebrating graduations, high school graduations, college graduations, big milestones in people's lives where you take that time out to say, wow, look how far I've come. So people are celebrating your progress. Either, that might be part of it, it could be graduations, but it could be a work or, personal situation where that's going on. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. I pulled some mermaids for you earlier. So I was drawn to work with the mermaid cards too this week because I spent my quiet reflective time from the cards that we got at the end of last week, which would be this weekend, by the ocean. So I felt called to the mermaid cards. And this week we have a new moon. Actually, the new moon was yesterday. So the new moons are a great time for starting new things. Now, the mermaids, for the beginning of the week, we got this card, Contemplation Time. So it's a little bit of a leftover from this weekend. So if you recall last week's reading, the card that we got for the end of the week was reflection. Um, where you're just kind of spending some quiet time reflecting about things. Maybe yourself, um, things in your life. It's about quiet, reflective time. So this is a little bit of a continuation of that. Taking time, again, quiet time, so spending time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. So you're taking that time out to think about what you really want. And it might be more reflecting time, but it's more just, that quiet time to think things through. Because middle of the week, the mermaids are telling us that to make a wish, okay? Magical moment, make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. So there's heightened energies middle of the week for manifesting, and music is really, really good for manifesting because it raises up your energy, helps you to feel more uplifted. Okay, and the end of the week, the mermaids were letting us know about friendship. This says, make a date for a play day with one or more friends. Now, what I get about this is comes right into the time of Mother's Day here in the United States. Sunday, May 12th is Mother's Day. So definitely this coming weekend is about social gatherings. Maybe you're getting together with your peeps, but more than likely, if you look at this card, it's the girls are getting together, having a little tea party, but even the little boy swimming underneath the water with the manatee, they're both like hanging out, just, having a cup of something. And that's what it's about, hanging out, socializing. So it probably just speaks to people gathering with their families, getting together with friends, celebrating the moms, or if you don't have children, you might just be hanging out with your peeps. But it's definitely more social, whereas this past weekend and the beginning of this week was more about quiet time and contemplation time and reflecting about things. Next weekend or this coming weekend is going to be more about social interactions with other people. So that's what we got going on this coming week. I hope this recording gets uploaded right. And I thank you all so much for watching. Sorry for this late video, and I know it's a little bit more casual than what I usually do because I'm hanging out here on my couch, but had a long day. So anyways, I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone.